How's that? I've known Stacy Haakonson since she was a little girl because our families went to the same church. Stacy first impressed me as a determined athlete when she was in elementary school. Later, she and my daughter Chris became teammates, not only teammates, but great friends. I don't know if kids still call their friends mother's mom anymore, but Stacy was the first of Chris's friends to call me mom. And I was mistaken for her mother more than once, probably because we were both tall, and in those days I had long, permed hair. Stacy kept competing throughout her, I can't see this with this mic, her junior and high school careers in volleyball, basketball, track and field. She earned all conference in all three sports. She went on to help the College of St. Benedict volleyball team for 4 consecutive MIAC championships. The list of outstanding athletic performances is long. When I saw her impressive accomplishments in black and white on the Hall of Fame nomination form, I was reminded of just what an outstanding athlete she was and how determined and deserving she was to get this honor. As a student, Stacy was a joy to have in class. I witnessed firsthand her leadership, dedication, hard work, and positive personality when she was in Project for Teens, which my best friend, Barb Phillips, advised. I would like to close with a something that you might have seen posted on Facebook from her volleyball coach, Jean Borth-Heffernan. In 1988, Sauk Rapids Rice volleyball finally made it to the state tournament. A big step was getting past Swanville Gray Eagle in the district championship game. Christy Cutter was a 6'3" lefty, right side hitter, who had 9 kills in the first game. And we lost 10-15. I knew we hadn't played well, but kept our lineup the same, thinking that we would improve our level of play. We did, but lost the second game, 14-16. Game 3, I moved my 6-foot middle, Carrie Cron, to block with our 6'1" outside hitter, all-state, known as Saldana. Together, I thought they would shut down the Cutter. My thought was that my sophomore, outside hitter, Stacy Haakonson, who was a newbie, but so competitive, and she emphasized those words with big, bold letters, could outperform her second outside hitter, the coach's senior daughter, Michelle Brown, was her standout. That's exactly what happened. Stacy excelled, plus served like a champ. The result was a 5-game win for us, and the match lasted well over 3 hours. In a jam-packed gym, standing room only. The whole team played fantastic, but that skinny little sophomore was our ace in the hole. I could always see the competitive fire in her every effort. Congratulations, Stacy, from Coach Borth and myself on being inducted into the Sauk Rapids Rice Athletic Hall of Fame. Enjoy. You so deserve this honor.
Thank you. That's me. I want want to thank the Hall of Fame Committee. Many of the members of that committee are people who have influenced my life and my career as a student athlete and a community member here in Sauk Rapids. I want to thank the Storm staff, who I know put in a lot of time to making this event possible, and the friends and family that are here to celebrate with me today. I have to make a little shout out. Sister Mary Jo is here, who literally was in Rome last week for the convocation of the Pope. And I'm in line with the Pope. Kind of takes this honor to a new level, so thank you. My life has been filled with sports since I was a little kid. Part of that started with Mary Jo, who's my cousin, and grew up on the south side of Sauk Rapids in a neighborhood where that's what we did. We played ball all day, we played night games, everything, always, night, day, all the times. I am number 7 of 8 children, and so I grew up with older siblings who never wanted to let me play, of course. And my mother instilled in me at a very early age that girls can do anything that boys can do, and you will get out there and you will just do it. And so I learned to play hockey, to play baseball, and to do all the things that my older brothers did. And I never let them get to me. So it gave me a little tough skin, and I think that's where that little competitive spirit came from. So what I most appreciate about all of the experiences that I've had as a student athlete and in sports is the things I've learned about, the life skills that you carry on, right? I think about the teams, the people. I remember way back, Sandy mentioned about elementary school in 5th grade. In 5th grade, if you wanted to play sports, you had to literally go to Sacred Heart, which was the Catholic school, and play with the kids that went to school there. And so there were 2 of us who would get on the bus at Pleasant View after school, Sarah Franti, who became my best friend in high school, and we would go over to Sacred Heart and we would play sports with the kids at Sacred Heart. And we did that for 5th and 6th grade. And it was great, and I think about how that experience helped me to get to know the other kids that went to the Catholic school, not the public school. But I played with new people, and I developed relationships with people and a different sense of community, I think, than you get in just a normal experience. And then middle school came, and of course, you get to play competitively all the time, and I loved it. Again, that word competitive comes up. It's a theme that is a part of my life. But it's all of those different opportunities to meet people, to play with different teams, those are the things that I remember about my athletic career, are the relationships, the teams that I played on, the coaches, many of whom are in the Hall of Fame already. Sandy Lorona was one of my basketball coaches, but Ron and Ben, and I think about Bill, just so many. Becky, at some point, was a middle school basketball coach, I think, for me. And Pat Bursky, who has been in my life, literally my entire life. Just really, community, it's all about community. And those are the things I remember, because when I found out that I was being inducted to the Hall of Fame, you start to reminisce and think about all the things experiences you've had, people, all the memories. I have totes full of, memorabilia and all of that, but I've had people walk up to me, I've had teammates that have said, do you remember this particular game or this, or Ben has brought up a few things. Those are not, I really am not the person who remembers the last point or where I ended my high school career, or I do remember that Sartell basketball, or that volleyball game that happened in Sartell. Literally, that's what that district, more than 3-hour match was. And it was exhausting. And I remember I actually fell asleep on the bus way back into high school. Jean remembers that too and gave me a hard time. So, those are the things that I remember about sports. And it's all about those coaches and those mentors, people who I spend my time with. They are what mean the most to me. Oh, I told myself I was going to cry. And those are the things that, the trophies get put in a tote. But my friendships, they're still with me today. My sense of community. I can do this. The sense of community that I think athletics has really contributed to. I am a proud Storm mom, an alumni, a team member. I bleed green and gold. I do. I love it. But it really is. It is the relationships. It's the experiences, the lessons you learn that you can take with you that will impact your life every single day. The leadership skills that I learned as a student athlete from a very, very young age are the things that I practice every day in my work life. And I tell people that all the time. You have to be able to work with people. Obviously, when you're a competitive person but you still don't do that by yourself. You have a team of people that have to help you and that contribute to that. And people have goals and responsibilities, and then each one of them are important to making that a success, And that's exactly how it is in life. In families, we all have goals, we have responsibilities, we have contributions to make, and people, that all matters. And I'm a firm believer in that, and I'm a firm believer that my participation in sports has contributed to that. And so, and I'm thankful for that. The relationships. I mentioned my friends and my family and people who you surround yourself with good people. And that's who you share your time and your energy with. Sometimes they're the people that you look up to and that you want to be someday. I don't want to be a nun, but she's I know she wants to be though, that's all that matters. But they're the people that you share your energy with. And way back when we were in high school, we had, not only when you're in high school do you share the gym necessarily with your own teammates, but with the boys basketball team, for example. And I remember, so your little warm-up that you have on John, Travis thinks that maybe they wore the same warm-up when we were in high school, which was a long time after. So, I don't know about that, but they were similar. But way back then, Travis and I, we didn't date in high school, but we were good friends. And part of that relationship started on the basketball court. He had I remember these green shorts and his green, reversible penny that you wore in practice. And so he was all green, and he's tall, he's a big guy, so I called him Jolly. And Jolly Green Johnny, that's what we used to tease him. We called him Jolly all the time in high school, and he called me Jolliet. And who would have known that all these years later, he would still be my teammate, he's my partner. And it's just, again, the things that you take. We have a beautiful family that I'm extremely proud of, who are all a part of the SRRHS community. My daughter, AAA award winner, all, just graduated from vet school, just all the things. Son who played Division II football, extremely proud of. And Drew, who was just the most well-rounded kid that I think you could meet. And so, all pieces of me